Hi students, welcome to online classes for second year intermediate English medium. Students, we are discussing the third unit, namely national income, poverty and unemployment lesson. So successfully we completed the national income. National income videos are there in our channel, and the second concept we are discussing. In the second concept, types of poverty completed, definition completed, and today we are going to analyze in this video what are the causes for poverty in India. What are the causes for poverty in India? That is analyzed in this video. Let me say one by one here. Causes of poverty in India. What are the causes of poverty in India? Let me say first, what is the definition of poverty? First of all, what is the poverty definition means? The people who are not maintaining the minimum basic needs, they are failed to get the minimum basic needs, such are called the poverty. The poverty is the chronic disease, chronic situation which the faced by the government of India. So after getting the 65 years of independence, but we are not solved the poverty in India till now. total 100% of population, but nearly 80% of people are below the poverty line, under the poverty line, and only the few percentage of people are maintaining the minimum basic needs. Means here the people who are not maintaining the minimum basic needs, food, cloth, shelter, minimum essentials, who are not maintaining the essentials are called poverty. The poverty are in two types. One is absolute poverty, second was relative poverty. The most of the people are in India, it is a absolute poverty. What is the absolute? They are not maintaining the minimum basic needs. The people who are not maintaining minimum basic needs, no proper food facilities, no proper housing facilities, no proper cloth facilities, no proper drinking water facilities, no proper sanitation, health, education. So these are all the most of the people are suffer with these infrastructure facilities essentials. That's why the most of the people are suffer with the poverty in India. What are the causes for the poverty in India? What are the causes for poverty in India? Let us analyze a few points are there. The causes of poverty in India. Let me say, one is concentration of economic powers. Yes, I explained the number of times. Concentration of economic powers. Economic powers means it is the income and wealth can be concentration of a few hands. The rich peoples are there, the poor peoples are there, above the 10% of people the high level of income, the bottom of 10 peoples are getting the low level of income. The below the poverty line, most of the peoples are not getting at least to fulfill their minimum basic needs. That's why the concentration of economic power within a few hands, which means what is it? Rich people. The national income is not distributed among the total population of the country. The rich people are getting the high level of national income, contribute the high level of national income. The poor people are getting the low level of national income. Why? Because there is a gap in between rich and poor. Is it? So that's why by the getting the more income from the national income, the top of that few people are getting the high level of income, means economic power. They having the economic power. Economic power means they having the income, they having the assets. So due to the rich people, the top of rich people are getting the high level of income. The bottom of the 10% of the people are getting the low level of income. Due to there is a possible to create the poverty in India. Is it? So that's why when the government provide more and more facilities to the rural people, when the government provide more and more minimum basic needs to fulfill their minimum requirements, then only it will be possible to reduce the poverty in India. That's why the economic concentration, economic means income, economic power can be concentrated to only the few hands. There is the clutches of few hands due to the most of the people are not getting the minimum basic needs, not getting the high level of income. Most of the people are getting the low level of income. How can they get earn more money? By providing the more and more employment opportunities. But who can provide more and more employment opportunities? The private sector is failed to go provide the more and more employment opportunities, and the private sector is also helpful. Why? Because they are also not providing the job opportunities. But who can provide the job opportunities? Without job opportunities, how can they get more income? It is too difficult to examine. That's why, due to the unemployment position, is one of the cause of the poverty in India. That's why concentration of economic power. This is also one of the main reason due to the causes of poverty in India. It is the first cause. Then go to the under exploitation of natural resources. Yes, India is not poor. Indians are poor, isn't it? Why? We have plenty of natural resources. We have plenty of minerals. We have plenty of human resources. 130 crores of population. It is a human resources. What do you say? What do you say? The strengthening of the huge portion of the populations are there, but there is no proper manpower. The plenty of natural resources are there. Air is there, sunlight is there, natural resources are there, plenty of natural resources are there, but there is no scientific survey how to utilize to get proper benefit of the economy. That's why under exploitation of natural resources, Gujarat, they can use the solar system and they implement to the economy and they can benefit it. But if you want to use the solar system, we have no scientific survey. It is too high expensive to purchasing the solar system equipments, isn't it? So that's why there is a natural resources are there, but there is no proper utilization. Under exploitation is there. Under exploitation means not proper optimum utilization of natural resources. When we use the optimum utilization of natural resources, then the fruitful result will be get to the income, get to the economy. That's why under exploitation, water resources are there, and air resources are there, natural resources, soils, fertility soils are there, minerals are there, but there is no proper utilization. Due to under exploitation, we are not getting the proper fruitful results from the natural resources. Due to we are under the poverty line, or we are in the poverty, isn't it? The small countries are there. They can optimum utilization of natural resources. They can benefit from the natural resources, but we have plenty natural resources, but we are not benefited. Why? Because lack of infrastructure, lack of awareness leads to a high expensive. That's why this is also one of the major obstacle, major problem due to poverty line in India or poverty in India. It means under exploitation of natural resources, and most of the people are what do we say? Therefore, in spite of 60 years of planning experience, still 19.3% of population living below the poverty line. It is very sad to say. 19.3% of population below the poverty line, not on the poverty line, below the poverty line. They are not maintaining the minimum basic needs. It is very sorry to say, sad to say. Why? Because now the 20% of people below the poverty line. So this is also one of the cause due to poverty in India. Then yes, heavy population pressure. We are occupied the second place in the world. There is a what do you say? Heavy population pressure. The population pressure is one of the cause due to the poverty in India. Why? Because the natural resources benefited. Heavy population pressure. The heavy population pressure is also one of the cause for the poverty in India. The main problem in India is the high level of birth rate coupled with the falling low level of death rates. Yes, this is also one of the cause. The average annual growth rate of population is in 1951 to 2000. It is 2.1% per annum. The main cause is high birth rate, low death rate. Due to the low death rate, there was a population explosion. We are not, even though reduce the high birth rate in India, so many factors can lead high birth rate in India. Traditionals are there, isn't it? Most of the people are illiteracy persons are there, and most of the people are living in the rural areas. Due to Even though we are not reduced, we are not control the high birth rate in India due to there is a population explosion. We are in the second stage of demographic transition. Due to the maintain a rapid growing population, the requirements of food, clothing, shelter, and medicine, schooling, etc. So that's why heavy population pressure. Once again, you observe the developed countries, less population, few population is there. Why? Why? Because they have know how to get the children, how many children they want to need. But here, so many factors can lead to the high birth rate in India. Due to this is also one of the cause of poverty in India. Third, then unemployment. This is a basic cause. Why, sir? Why the most of the people are below the poverty line? Why the people are fell into the poverty? Why? Because they have no employment opportunities. You know one thing? Rural, urban is there. In the rural areas, wow, no one can interest to establishment of industries in rural areas. Why? Because lack of infrastructure facilities, and most of the industries are established in the urban areas. Okay, due to the people who are in the rural areas, they are migrate to the urban. So then there will be a competition among them due to in the urban areas also they are failed to get the job opportunities. One hand, and the rural areas there is no development of industrial and service sector. They are also failed to get the job opportunities due to the most of the people are depends on agriculture. There is a disguised unemployment in agriculture sector. Why? Means so there is no scope, there is no chance to get the another job opportunities. Job means not only government job, to do work for something, to do work for to getting some income. Why? Because only the people are depends on agriculture sector in rural areas. That's why there is no additional work in agriculture due to they have no income due to they are fell into the poverty. Isn't it? That's why the government provide more and more employment opportunities in the rural areas. That's why the government has introduced the 100 days work. What is the purpose to establishment of 100 days work in rural areas? Means to provide more and more employment opportunities the people who are in the marginal and the small farmers in rural areas. Isn't it? So that's why these are the main reasons. There are main causes to do in poverty in India. You know, the developed countries are there. There is a frictional unemployment in those countries, but in the permanent unemployment in here, in these countries, permanent. Once they remove the job, they will not get the job opportunities. This is permanent. Once they remove, they will not get the job opportunities. But in those countries, the developed countries, when they will be removed with the fluctuations of cyclical unemployment, then few after they will be employed. That's why the main cause is unemployment position in India. That's why due to the heavy population pressure, the most of the people are failed to get the job opportunities. Due to the most of the people are unemployment, they are not getting the minimum basic needs, so they are fell into the poverty. Who are getting maintaining the basic needs, when they employed, they can get the more income. If not, they will not get the income. How can they get the income? All of us, the people, by participating in the economic activities. But they want to participate in the economic activities. No one can give the job opportunities. No one can give the work opportunities to them. Due to if they fail to get the job opportunities, so they are not getting income, they fell into the poverty. Okay, so this is also one of the major cause of poverty in India. That means unemployment position. Is it? So this is the fourth one. Then poor education. Yes, exactly. The rich people, their children are studying in corporate schools, international schools, and the poor people are studying in the municipality and the primary and the rural areas. Why? Why? Because the poor people are not having them such income, much more income to what do we say? The children are studying in the higher education. Rich peoples are there. They have a sound parties. They are interested to their children into the international schools. Suppose for a rickshaw puller is there, they are getting only 100 or 150 rupees per day. How can they survive their family? It is too difficult to get the minimum basic needs. It is difficult to get the low money, isn't it? So that's why out of the limited income, how can they survive their family? How can they educate their children? Isn't it? So that's why if the families are educated their children, so international schools, the corporate schools, so then they will get the more income by getting the more income. That's why the poor education levels, poor education system is following in our country due to if they educated, they will not get the job opportunities. If they complete the PhD, if they complete the graduation, they will not get the job opportunities. Why? Because there is a heavy population pressure. There is a competition among them. Isn't? That's why there is a poor education system in there. But when we compare to the developed countries, there is a applied studies are there. They are studying and their free time they work into economic activities by getting some income. But here there is no scope to get the job opportunities. There is no scope to get some little more income. That's why this is also one of the cause poor education system. The education system is not helpful to the people, not helpful to the students to get the job opportunities, to get the income. The education system only is helpful to aware the people, to educate the people. It is to knowledge for the people. That's all. It is not sufficient to it is not supporting to get some income. So poor education system, this is also one of the cause. Then low consumption essentials. Yes, another important causes of poverty in India is the low availability of essentials can be commodity. The consumer goods shortage in the responsibility for a low level of standard of living. There is a wide disparity in the consumption level of the top rich and the bottom of the poor. Yes, low level of consumption is there. The bottom of the peoples are not getting the much more income. Their consumption levels is very low. Isn't it? Whose the expenditure is very more? The people who are getting the more income, their expenditure will be more. The people are getting the low level of income. How can they increase their expenditure? It is never. That's why the low level of essentials, by the peoples are getting the low level of income. Out of low level of income, they are not getting the essential needs. Essential things means low consumption of essentials. This is also one of the cause. Then inflation. Yes, inflation is also one of the cause due to poverty in India. Inflation means prices will be risen up. When the prices are risen up, automatically the poor people will not purchase the goods and services. Is it? Why? Because they have a little money. Is it? With little money, how can they get the more essentials? How can they get the more goods and services to satisfy their wants? It is too difficult. Why? Because it is heavy inflation is there. The prices are risen up. Due to the prices of risen up, the poor people are not getting their essential things, necessary goods. Due to the poor peoples are fell into the poverty. Means the inflation, rising prices is another cause for poverty. When the prices rise, in purchasing power of money falls, and it leads to impoverishment of the lower middle and the poorer section of the society. So this is also one of the cause of inflation, poverty in India. Then low technology. Yes, we are getting the modern. We are not adapting the modern technology. We are following the traditional methods, older equipments. Due to their fruitful result, we will not get. If you want to get the more productivity in agriculture sector, if you want to get the more production in industrial sector, if you want to get the more production in service sector, we have to adapt the more and more sophisticated technology. We have to use the modern machineries. But the most of the peoples are producing level, they are very poor. due to they are not adapting the technology, modern machineries in the process of the production, due to we are getting the low productivity. Isn't it? When you see the small countries, they are adapting the modern technology in the agricultural sector. But in our large country, 130 crores of population of India, even though we are not adapting the modern technology in the process of the agriculture. That's why when the country implement the more and more technology, then they will give them more fruitful result. But in India, most of the people are following the traditional, older, and illiteracy, due to our results are very low. Our production is very low. So low technology leads to the low income. Low income leads to the poverty in India. Okay, so this is also one of the causes due to the poverty in India, causes of poverty in India. Then capital deficiency. Yes, exactly. What is the capital deficiency? For example, I am one of the citizen of India, for example. If I am getting 1000 rupees per month, simple, try to understand. I am getting 1000 rupees per month. Out of 1000 rupees, 1800 are expenditure per month. 200 rupees is I want to saving. Next month also I will saving 2200 rupees. Then next to saving 200. Next to 200. The saving amount is will become a capital. Capital is converted into the investment. But the most of the people are getting the low level of income. How can they encourage the saving? Isn't it? For example, I am getting 1000 rupees per month. Simple. Last month I saving only 200 rupees. 200 rupees I saving. In this year the prices are risen up. Then I expenditure 1000 rupees. The cost of the purchase, for example, the cost of the purchase is 1000. Any surplus is there? No. If not surplus, how can they saving? Isn't it? So that's why when we have to improve the more and more capital deficiency, we are in the capital deficiency. What are the reasons for the capital deficiency? Means to improve the capital formation, we want to get the more income. When we get the more income, automatically it is possible to more saving. More saving is converted into the more capital. Capital is converted into the investment. The top of only 10% of people high level of income, but the most of the people are getting the low level of income. The low level of income people are not interested to saving due to the capital deficiency in these countries. That's why wherever you go, our prime minister, our ministers, so they call the slogan, please come to my India, come to India, please invest in India. Why they are saying that come to India and invest in India? Why? Because we have no sufficient capital. It is a capital deficiency is there. There is no, it is a lack of the investment. Why? Because we have no saving facilities. When we compare to the developed countries, America, they are getting the high level of income. Such people are getting the high level of income. High level of income is it is possible to encourage the saving. When the saving increases, automatically there is a increases the capital. Capital is useful for the investment. So with the investment, we can establishment of industries, service sector. Automatically they can provide more and more employment opportunities. That's why there should be need the capital, but we are in the capital deficiency means law. Is it? So capital deficiency is also one of the causes due to the poverty in India. Then failure of 5-year plans. Yes, failure of 5-year plans. We are started the 5-year plan in 1951. We are successfully completed the 12 5-year plan. What we achieve? What we achieve? Unemployment is there still now. Poverty is there still now. Heavy population is there still now. Income inequality is there in still now. Regional imbalances are there in still now. What we achieved after implementing the 5-year plan? Is it? So that's why absolutely we are failed to get the failed to achieve the 5 years plan. Why? Because only the small little achievements we successfully completed, but the long term, the long achievements, the chronic diseases of the country, unemployment is there, poverty is there, heavy population is there, and income inequalities are there. There is a long term diseases are there. Still now we are suffering with these problems. But why should we are implementing the 5 year plan? First 5 year plan to 12 5 years plan successfully we completed. But even though we are not achieve the long term achievements, isn't it? So the basic objective of planning is the provision of national minimum level of living and the Garibi Hatao, remove the poverty. Slogan as Mrs. Indira Gandhi could be the provided as the meaningful content. Only the measures were taken remove the poverty. Yes, it was felt that the government rate was we have to achieve that during the decades of planning would not be sufficient result is there due to most of the people are suffer with the poverty in India. So maximum we are fail of 5 year plans. We are not success the 5 year plan due to we are in the poverty. The Indira Gandhi has given the slogan of Garibi Hatao. So how much people are remove the poverty? How much percentage of people remove the poverty? No. Even though still now most of the nearly 80% of people are below the poverty line in the rural areas. That's why the failures of 5 year plan, then liberalization, privatization, globalization, model of the development. Yes, liberalization is there, privatization is there, globalization is there. Why? Because in the village areas, rural areas, so most of the people are depend their livelihood, their what is the professionals, traditions. You know, if you're potter, they can produce the some parts and go to market sell, and they can get some income. But nowadays, who are the producing the parts in rural areas? No. But how can they live? How can they existence that they fulfill their minimum basic needs? Who can provide more and more employment opportunities? Who can give the income to the potters? Is it? అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాను, ఎంతో మంది కుండలు తయారు చేస్తూ బతికేవారు, ఎంతో మంది తమ పనులను తాము చేసుకొని బతికేవారు. మరి వాళ్ళు ఆ పనిని చేసుకుంటూ బతికారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళకి ఆ పని మీద ఆదాయం వచ్చేది, వాళ్ళు బతికేవారు. బట్టలు ఉతికేవాళ్ళు లేరు ఊళ్ళో, కుండలు చేసేవాళ్ళు లేరు ఊళ్ళో, ఊళ్ళో అగ్రికల్చర్ వర్క్ చేసేవాళ్ళు లేరు, అవునా? మరి వీళ్ళందరూ ఊళ్ళో చేపలు అమ్మేవాళ్ళు లేరు, ఊళ్ళో తట్టలు అమ్మేవాళ్ళు లేరు. మరి వీళ్ళందరూ లేకపోయేసరికి, వీళ్ళు పని లేకపోయేసరికి వీళ్ళకి ఆదాయం ఎలా? ఏమండి, అవునా కదా? అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం జరిగింది అంటే గ్లోబలైజేషన్. గ్లోబ్, సపోజ్ నువ్వు ఒక పర్సన్ ఉన్నాడు అనుకున్నా, ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు, ఒక 2 చేపలు తయారు చేసుకుంటున్నాడు, డే మొత్తం ఊళ్ళో తిరిగి అమ్ముకుంటున్నాడు. అమ్ముకుంటే 300 400 రూపీస్ వస్తాయి. ఆ అమౌంట్తో వాళ్ళు బతుకుతున్నారు. రోజు వాళ్ళ ప్రొఫెషన్ అదే, అడవికి పోవడం, తెచ్చుకోవడం, కట్టెలు తెచ్చుకోవడం, చేప కట్టె ఏమంటారు వాటిని, రా మెటీరియల్ తెచ్చుకోవడం, చేపను తయారు చేసుకోవడం, ఊళ్ళో తిరిగి అమ్మేసుకోవడం. బాగుంది, అలా వాళ్ళు బతుకుతున్నారండి. వాళ్ళు బతుకుతున్న టైంలో నీకు గ్లోబలైజేషన్, వరల్డ్ వైజ్గా వేరే కంట్రీ నుంచి వస్తువులు వచ్చాయి, నీకు కొత్త కొత్త చేపలు వచ్చాయి, డిజైన్స్ వచ్చాయి. డిజైన్స్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత వాడు ఊరిలో తిరిగి అమ్మే చేపలను ఎవరు కొంటారు? అంటే నీకు గ్లోబలైజేషన్ వల్ల వాని పని పోయినట్టే కదా. ఇప్పుడు వాడు చేపలను ఎవరు కొనడం లేదు, ఊరు మొత్తం తిరిగాడు, చేపలు ఎవరు కొనలేదు. కొనకపోయేసరికి వాడు పని చేయడం ఆపేశాడు, వానికి ఆదాయం లేదు, తినడానికి తిండి లేదు. దే ఫెల్ ఇంటు ద పావర్టీ. That's why this is also one of the causes to arise the poverty in India. It is a globalization. Globalization is also one of the cause. Okay, then privatization also. The most of the companies are, most of the industries are competitive with the small scale industries. Most of the industries are competitive with the small scale industries. Due to they are not competitive with the industry, so they are fell into the loss and they will become into poverty. పెద్ద పెద్ద ఇండస్ట్రీస్తో పోటీ పడలేక, పెద్ద పెద్ద ఇండస్ట్రీస్తో వాడు తట్టుకోలేక, వాని వస్తువులను అమ్ముకోలేక వాడు ఆ పని మానేస్తున్నాడు, వాడు పావర్టీలో పడిపోతున్నాడు. సో liberalization, privatization and globalization, this mode by the process of agriculture and agro-based industries, which are major source of the generation of employment opportunities. Yes, agro-based industries are there. The industries which are depends on agriculture are agro-based industries. Jute industries, cotton industries, leather industries, these are all the agro-based, sugarcane industries, these are all the agro-based industries. isn't it? సో వీళ్ళకు ఆదాయము లేకపోతే, వీళ్ళకు పంటే పండలేదు, మరి వీళ్ళకు పంటే పండకపోతే ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఎలా డెవలప్ అవుతుంది? వీళ్ళు షుగర్ కేన్ ఇస్తేనే షుగర్ ఇండస్ట్రీ డెవలప్ అయ్యేది, వీళ్ళకి కావాల్సినటువంటి కాటన్ ఇస్తేనే కాటన్ ఇండస్ట్రీ డెవలప్ అయ్యేది అవునా? అందుకని మేజర్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ అన్నీ ప్రాఫిట్స్ లేక, అంటే ఇన్కమ్ లేక వాటిని ఆపేశారు, అందులో పనిచేసే వాళ్ళు ఆపేశారు, రా మెటీరియల్స్ కోసం ఇండస్ట్రీస్ అన్నీ ఆపేస్తున్నారు, లేదా ప్రొడక్షన్ లేదా తగ్గిస్తున్నారు, ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ని తీసేస్తున్నారు. ఓకే, సో లిబరలైజేషన్, ప్రైవేటైజేషన్, గ్లోబలైజేషన్, ఎల్పిజి మోడల్. ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద కాజ్ డ్యూ టు ద పావర్టీ ఇన్ ఇండియా. దెన్ social factors, it is very not interested to explain these words. Social factors, religious factors, traditional factors, old beliefs, ceremonies and joint family system and religious casteism, these are all obstacle for the economic development. These are all obstacle for the to get the more income, isn't it? So the most of the people are illiteracy person. 80% of, according to census, nearly 80% of people illiteracy. Due to the illiteracy, they are following the traditionals, they are following the old beliefs, they are not interested to participate in the economic activities, they try to believe the karma theory. What is the karma theory? దేవుడు ఇట్లా రాసిపెట్టుంది జరగాలని, మనం ఏం చేయలేం. మరి ఏమయ్యా పక్కన పట్టణం ఉంది కదా, పోవచ్చు కదా, పోయి ఏదో పని చేసుకొని బతకొచ్చు కదా. లేదండి, దేవుడు కోప్పడతాడు. మనకి ఇట్లా జరగాలని దేవుడు రాసిపెట్టుంది, అట్లా జరుగుతుంది, మనం ఏం చేయలేం. దేవుడు ఇట్లా జరగాలని మనకు రాసిపెట్టి ఉంది, ఇలాగే జరుగుతుంది, మనం ఏం చేయలేం. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ కర్మ థియరీ. ఎట్లా జరిగేది అట్లా జరుగుతుంది, నారు పోసినోడు ఆడే, నీరు పోస్తాడు ఆడే, మనం ఏం చేయలేం. దే హ్యావ్ ఎ ఫుల్ ఎబిలిటీ, పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఆర్ దేర్, but due to the old beliefs, so they are not interested to participate the various source of economic activities. Only the people who are educated, they are migrate to urban areas, they go to the urban areas, but the most of the people are living in the rural areas. So if not they are getting the even though one and డబ్బు ఒక్క పైసా రాకపోయినా వాడు ఆ ఊళ్ళోనే ఉంటాడు, ఊళ్ళోనే ఉండటానికి ఇష్టపడతాడు. Okay, so these are the causes for poverty in India. Okay, this is the information of causes of poverty in India. So students, so this is the way of the presentation of causes of poverty in India. Okay, so ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, తర్వాత మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళకు కూడా షేర్ చేయండి, యూజ్ అవుతుంది. తర్వాత కొత్తగా ఛానల్కి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళైతే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.